I decided to give Horrid Henry's Gross Day Out a chance, because I'm not a big Horrid Henry fan, but there is a sort of nostalgic element to the character, so I figured, let's give it a go, let's see if I enjoy it, and I can now conclude that I didn't really care for it, but I do think that there's definitely an audience for it. This was released in 2020, it's directed by Gary Andrews, it's written by Lucinda Whiteley, with a voice cast including Aidan Cook, Sue Elliott-Nichols, Wayne Forrester, Tamsin Heatley, Emma Tate, and Lizzie Waterworth. And as I said, there are certain nostalgic elements with the character, but I was never a huge Horrid Henry fan, so that's also worth bearing in mind. This discussion may be more beneficial if you have a similar perspective to mine and if you're wondering whether or not to watch it. But of course, I'd love to know what you think of the film. If you are a big Horrid Henry fan, does it meet your expectations? The fact that it's only about an hour in length as well meant that I didn't have too much to lose. So it's not a tremendously long film. And honestly, I think the length of time is pretty decent to tell this story. Characters from the TV come out of the television and Horrid Henry has an adventure with them. And there's a little bit more to it, of course, but that's the basic premise. And there are obstacles and lessons and interesting character designs, really interesting character designs, actually. And as a story, it's okay. The pacing is very, very good. It got to the point really quickly, which obviously is pretty essential given that it's a relatively short film. So I think they did a really good job with the pacing. But I didn't really find it to be very engaging. But the main reason I didn't like it, and I did suspect this would be the case, so it's not the film's fault, I didn't like Horrid Henry. I can't get on board with the character at all. So I didn't really enjoy following the story from his perspective. But the other characters, interesting enough, absolutely fine. The characters from the show are certainly quite interesting, very creative, good voice acting throughout, and yeah, really great animation with a really bright, vivid, varied colour palette. It does look absolutely fantastic. And really great music as well. So the story works, the characters are interesting, apart from Horrid Henry, but that's a personal issue that I have. If you are a Horrid Henry fan, I think you'll find the story to be quite fun. I think you'll find it to be visually really quite appealing. And if you're curious, by all means, check it out. If, like me, you're not really a Horrid Henry fan, but you do want to see if there's a sense of nostalgia there, give it a go. You might enjoy it. But I do stand by the fact that Horrid Henry is just a little bit too annoying for my liking. I didn't love it, but nevertheless, if it's for you, I think you'll find it to be a decent experience.